Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will take the first swing of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Gets it out fast. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Hokies will hustle to the line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
To the air on second down. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on fourth down from their own side of the field. Turning it on! Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this week.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Firing to the right, complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw, it's in goal. Quickly complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Found a seam. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And the D deny them on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. Third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play for the 33.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw. It's in goal. Flips it out on the screen. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. He'll pull it on the read. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete in the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Makes the catch. After the filthy move, he's got room. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's in goal. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fires to the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Handoff from the gun. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump you.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Swings it out to his running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Hard running there. And it's loose. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own foot. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air. It's in goal. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
The give out of the gun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands.
There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's in goal. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hokies moving quickly to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, give on the inside.
Downhill, when you see an opening, a lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Up-tempo for the offense.
Coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up.
Oh, he's got some space. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's got it. Showing off that big. To get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He spins that thing down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Let's send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires on the run. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Pitt right back to the line. Scanning the field, it's in goal. Using the quick game. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Quick spin on the run. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's end goal. Intercepted to stop the threat. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Snagged in the middle, it's Romero. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Catch in the middle, it's Romero. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll go to the air on second and short. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The Hokies will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The play-action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. It's in goal. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back was one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quick out. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It is perfect. They're now up by a touchdown at 20-13.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. It's complete to the left. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Hand off from the shotgun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Panthers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The RPO, it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to throw, it's in goal. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Pitt pushing the pace. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's in goal. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll do it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line.
There he goes. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets open down the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Back to pass. It's in goal. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Pitt right back to the line. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
It's complete. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's
slips one guy, and now he's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Dropping back, it's in goal. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Panthers! And that one will put them up during the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Okay, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Traore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Snap it to the back. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He now has 115 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Running to Green. Powers through the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. First down, they'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. All tied up here in the 4th quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Unloads quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone and understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow them down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake at all.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to throw. It's in goal. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And the ball dribbles out of bounds, and they'll maintain possession, but that's about the only good news for the offense on that play.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. Gets down with the slide. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Running back searching for a hole. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. Pitt pushing the pace.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to throw, it's in goal. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. He wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Panthers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been in down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Missouri. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You could tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Makes the quick grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Hit right back to the line. Looking to pass. It's in goal. Finds the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
At the 40. First down for the offense.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Hold on.
So that penalty's going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense is back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Pitt pushing the pace.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air. It's in goal. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab down the middle. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He got it! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he'll prove it inside the 20. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cardinals offense will start this game off. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Hokies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Hokies have this offense rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically... So you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. That's caught. It's worthy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Cardinals trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Hokies will hustle to the line.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Hokies! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
The Cardinals are in the hurry up. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They're working that left side.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after.
Runners on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 10, here he comes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Sends it back in motion. Now the play fake. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
And we're about to get another look at this hokey offense. Up, David, the offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they
Practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokie! They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. High the chains now on second and long. Finds a little space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now it's second and 4. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLeod. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Off play action. Boom. He's got his man across the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He'll do it himself. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's what this defense needed to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Hold and finds his man on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Finds his tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cardinals are marching down the field. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quick release on the RPO. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown Cardinals. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Syracuse picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Dick McPherson built there in central New York, we're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 21 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Hokies want to move quickly. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Split backs here. The give on the inside. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Worthy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Mark the ball at the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The screen, and watch out. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is on its way. Inside a half minute to play. Would they dare go for a score here? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the timing just a hair off. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires complete on the crosser. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worthy. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Pulls it, fired complete. Still running at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Worthy. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Traore. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Traore. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick strike complete. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Going right to work up top. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Eastern Michigan is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Northern Illinois. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry up. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They'll go to the ground. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Caught near the sticks. It's Romero. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quickly complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Traore. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've held this ball forever, driven it deep, now facing a 3rd and goal. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage, and whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Trying play action. Bringing the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Back to pass. This one's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Traore. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Direct snap. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him! Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time, now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
snap of this drive will come from the 46. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a whirl of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here on 3rd down for this offense. With the catch, it's Romero. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll try to pop the draw. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. No good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Quick release by the QB. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wideout. He'll keep it himself. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Worthy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Cardinals will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got a little space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. They took it 71 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trying to make that rush fake on the draw play here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wideout trying to get it in. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. They'll run the sneak for it. Scores on the sneak. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now up 20 in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking for the score. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the court.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Pittsburgh came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Romero. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.